we're going to be talking about problems with agriculture and farming. So we're going to talk about IFAPs, stuff like that. Bad stuff for animals. So IFAP stands for International Federation of Agriculture Producers. And their facilities basically have large quantities of food, but they come with a lot of risks that we really just can't ignore. So with industrial food production, it involves a lot of massive monoculture fields. The single crop that dominates a large land, and it just depletes soil, reduces biodiversity, and the increased use of pesticides and fertilizers. And those chemicals seep into groundwater, polluting rivers and lakes, and harming aquatic ecosystems. But not just the environment also suffers, it's also going to be animal welfare from IFAPs. Animals are often confined to tight spaces in these facilities with limited mobility and unnatural living conditions. And in these confinement systems, it can lead to increased stress, disease outbreaks, and the need for antibiotics, which contributes to the rising problem for antibiotic resistance. So ways we can make things better from some alternatives is regenerative agriculture, focusing on building healthy soil, increasing biodiversity, and reducing the use of chemicals by implementing these regenerative techniques. Farmers can improve soil fertility and sequester carbon and just make the environment better like that. Another solution lies in promoting small-scale and organic farming, like we talked about earlier. Those prioritize animal welfare and encourage crop rotation and reduce the reliance on synthetic inputs. By supporting local farmers who adopt sustainable methods, we can contribute to more resilient and more diverse food systems. And also, raising awareness on IFAPs may impact food choices. So going into more organic stuff for them, like talking about that stuff to people. It can help connect our communities and produce healthy food, better food for us. So now looking at some examples in a lot of other foreign countries, there's cooperative farmers who adopted agroforestry techniques. By integrating trees with the livestock, they've shown a much balanced and more sustainable systems. And it not only provides food, but also restores biodiversity and just helps the atmosphere in general. And another aspect I should have probably brought up earlier is the impact of aquaculture or fish farming. While fish farming can help meet the growing demand of seafood, it also brings challenges. Fish are often crowded into net pens or cages, leading to water pollution and spread of disease. And it causes an escape of non-native species that can harm wild populations. To address this, sustainable aquaculture practices are gaining momentum. For example, recirculating aquaculture systems use advanced filtration and water treatment techniques to minimize waste and reduce environmental impact. Additionally, responsible fish farming involves choosing native species, avoiding the use of antibiotics, and monitoring water quality to ensure well-being of the fish and the surrounding ecosystem. It's also worth noting that not all animals in agriculture are raised for food. Bees, for instance, are crucial for pollination and reproduction of many crops. However, bees face significant challenges, including habitat loss, pesticide exposure, and disease. Protecting and promoting bee-friendly practices, such as planting pollinator-friendly flowers and reducing pesticide use, are essential for maintaining healthy ecosystems and sustainable food production. So, encouraging habitat restoration, creating wildlife corridors, and implementing agroecological approaches can enhance biodiversity on farmlands and contribute to a healthier environment. So, by recognizing the diverse range of animals involved in farming, we can strive for more ethical and sustainable practices.